Do you feel as you get older, you lose touch with your intimate side? And why is that? As we get older, we seem to think we shouldn't want or need intimacy anymore. And I just want to bust that myth. Um, this is the best time of our lives over 60 to have intimacy with our partner. And I say that because we no longer have children running around where we have to be quiet and sneak around. I'll tell you some of the little funny things I did when I was active and my kids were around. But also, we've gone through menopause, so there's no more of that moodiness. And the thing about it, if you've got the right partner, you can go way into your 80s, 90s, and have that intimacy that you want. But I'm just wondering, why has it always been like taboo to talk about having intimacy in your older years? What is that about? It's not just for the young, because without us, the elders, the younger people wouldn't be here, right? So how do they think they got here? And why do they think we shouldn't be having as much fun, if not more fun, than them? It's almost like becoming invisible as you get older. As you get older, you should stop yearning. You should stop lusting. You should stop having those butterflies in your stomach when you see someone that you're attracted to. And I'm just like, I don't get it. That's why I think we define ourselves when we get older by not wanting anymore. We stop that part of our brain from working where we want. I know someone who's 77 years old and that's all they talk about is wanting it, and that intimacy with a partner. And I'm like, wow. I mean, it sounds funny to think of older people. Even me, I think, oh God, how do older people do it? Or whatever, and I'm older now. And I enjoy that part of life. I really do. And, I want to be like Cher. If I could turn back time. You seen her boyfriend? Alexander Edwards, he is 39 and Cher is 79. I always knew I liked that lady. That's my girl. And Madonna is 66. She's dating a guy, Akeem Morris, and he's 28. And both of these couples have been dating since 2022, and they've got younger men, and I know why. And that's something I've always done, is dated younger men as I got older. And it was so funny because when I was younger, I liked older men, but I think the oldest person I dated when I was younger was like 55. And then as I got older, the youngest person I dated was, I'm not going to even say, God, how old was he? In his 30s? Yeah, I think he was in his 30s. And, I have a very nice appetite, and it's nothing wrong with that to me. I mean, that shouldn't be something that you're ashamed of. And if you don't want to, be with someone, or you're afraid or whatever, there are so many instruments that you can use to take care of certain things that need to be taken care of. As I get older, I am just really getting in tune with my body. Really, I am. And I listen to what my body needs. I listen to what my body wants. And I still have that, yearning. And there's nothing wrong with that. Not a darn thing. It keeps you going, I tell you. So, ladies, don't let society make you feel like that's something you shouldn't think about. And I remember my mom would tell me, if you don't think about it, you don't want it. Yeah, but what if you want it and you want to think about it? And now what? That's just not a part of who you are that you should just cut off. You know, and intimacy and touch is such an important thing as you get older. And I just, like I said, I don't understand why we as women a lot of times we want to stop that. Now is the time I think we should explore our sexuality, because as long as you're protecting yourself, there's what's the fear? What are you afraid of? As far as emotional attachment, getting emotionally attached to someone, well, maybe we should start thinking a different kind of way. I know I have been, where I can cut that part off as far as, wanting to be emotionally attached to someone. I want the closeness, but the attachment so much I don't care for it anymore, because I have found out how much I enjoy my own company and my own company and my own lifestyle. But then there's a part of me that still wants the intimate part of a couple, and that's okay. That really is okay. There's nothing wrong with wanting that, and there's nothing wrong with getting that. And I just want to break that myth of people thinking that as you get older, you should cut that part of your life off. Why? Do you know that's why it's so many miserable older people? A lot of times because they're not getting their needs met, they're not getting their wants met intimately. That's really sad. And I just, sex, love in the silver years is a wonderful thing. It is a wonderful thing. And like I say, you get to explore, try things, do things different from, what you may have thought it was when you were younger. Because when I was younger, I didn't really know what was going on. I wasn't in tune with my body the way I am now. And so, you know, it's just different now. The whole experience is different now. And, you know, if you can explore that with someone you feel comfortable with, that's the best feeling in the world. And I'm not saying go out here meeting guys and become a streetwalker or whatever, even though I did watch a video. This lady was in her early 80s. Her husband had died, and she turned into a video vixen lady at 80 something years old. And listen, and the guys were saying, we have to be careful with her, because I was watching it. And they were like, we have to be careful with her and watch her breathing and make sure she don't have a heart attack. But it was so funny listening to this older lady in her 80s talking about how much fun she's having, because she missed out on a lot of that part of life because her husband wasn't able to perform the things that she wanted done. And she said, now, I'm having the time of my life. And do I feel bad about it? No. And I thought, there you go. Go, girl. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, as long as you have those feelings and you want that intimate, go ahead. Go for it. Have it. This is our life. This is our time. And I think we deserve to have whatever we want. We shouldn't let our children, our grandchildren, or anybody stop us from being a human being who has feelings and needs and wants and desires. So all I can say is go for it. And do like Madonna and share. Get you a young man and have you a good time. That's all I can say. But you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video.